Tonight's event brings us to the Culloden Hotel to hear the story of Geoff Hayhurst from Paradox Oil. It really is a classic example of how we have world-class innovation and entrepreneurship in Northern Ireland, and how we can absolutely compete in different markets through export. The Danske Bank Export First programme is a programme to inspire local companies to export more. It's for those people who are almost new to exporting and those that are kind of on that upward journey. And what the programme is all about is taking stories such as Geoff Hayhurst of Paradox Oil and sharing those stories to kind of give the views of other people, what they've done, how they've worked through markets, and how the different pitfalls that they've overcome in that time.
Paradox is a company that researched and developed omega-3 fatty acids. We found a way to stabilise the very unstable molecules that make omega-3 products. They really make the products oxidise and go off very quickly, because omega-3 molecules oxidise rapidly. We first started selling our products to local pharmacies around Northern Ireland, and we found that a very small market. So more by accident than design, we stumbled across a market in the Middle East. We now export to most of the countries in the Middle East, and we're just trying to expand further into the east side of that, into Pakistan and India. Our biggest issues really for exporting into those markets are regulatory. So whereas the regulations for food supplements in the United Kingdom and the EU are fairly well known, rehearsed, and you can really sell your products without too much paperwork, if you want. When you're going to export to those Middle East countries, you really need to have your regulatory affairs in order.
Well, we've been involved with the Export First programme for about 5 years now. We see it as an important part of trying to grow the economy for Northern Ireland, which is good for business, good for the population. What we can do to help, I mean, we're obviously a bank, but we think we're slightly unique in that we run a full head office and banking facility from Belfast, so we bring that to bear in the Northern Ireland market. And that means we have local expertise, and I can think of a few examples where, for example, if you're exporting, you're dealing in currency, we have a local dealing room, and we have a vast amount of experience in that dealing room. So actually the guys in there have about 170 years, would you believe, of experience in dealing in currency, and obviously we use that to help and guide our customers.
Pinkel Depot manufactures and distributes colour-coded recycling bins and bags, a very unique product to the market, and particularly to the waste management sector. We're now in business 10 years, and we export to over 12 countries worldwide. But we have found by attending meetings with Northern Ireland Chamber a way to solve export problems and the challenges that we met over the last 10 years. It has been important, and I would say I couldn't have done without the help of the Chamber, and particularly the members. I wouldn't have been here today if it wasn't for the contact with fellow members and companies who have guided us as a very small company who's still growing, thankfully.
HeartSign make portable defibrillators, so life-saving devices. It's got a great legacy, and we're celebrating an anniversary this year. Professor Pantridge, who invented the mobile defibrillator, was born in 1916, and the first mobile defibrillator in the world was launched in Belfast in 1966. So we find ourselves 50 years on from that date, where HeartSign as a business now has grown to over $30 million a year, exporting into 70 countries. The beauty about events like this at the Chamber is it gives us a great opportunity to meet and to chat with other people that are exporting around the world, and to share the common problems that we have, how we make sure we get paid on a timely basis, and how we open up other opportunities.